everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy and I'm a full-time reseller. Today I'm in the car, so that means that we are going somewhere. I'm gonna do a vlog style video today. I have a couple places to go. First, I'm dropping off some donations at a local charity in town. They do a lot of things with kids and families in need for just, everyday necessities. And they had a wish list that was on their Facebook page looking for prepackaged snacks just for kids to throw in. They do little meal basket type things, or if their parents are coming to volunteer and there's kids there, they want to have snacks available. So I went to Costco last night, bought a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to drop those off. Recently, just with the way the world is, I've been just kind of in a funk, just angry, upset, just completely appalled by how people are treating each other. And I thought the best way to kind of combat that in my own head is to do something nice for someone else. I think that always is uplifting for me. It's definitely helping the person that's receiving the gift. So yeah, if you have the opportunity today, tomorrow, next week, whenever, to do something nice for someone, I say definitely go for it. I think the world would be a lot better place if people could just genuinely be nice to each other and help people when you are able to. So after that, then I'm gonna go to Platos. I do have a bag. It's been kind of hit or miss with Platos recently, so we'll see. There were two girls that were working there that I had a pretty good idea of what they normally took, and they're no longer there, I don't think. I haven't seen them in a while, so it's a new staff, so new people that I have to try and kind of figure out, what their tastes are. I know Plato's has kind of a list of what they do and do not take, but there's also going to be some variance depending on the buyer. After that, I do have a 30% off coupon for Savers, only for women's clothing. I normally go on Thursdays. That is when everything's 25% off. But I'm hoping that maybe since it's Wednesday, there won't be as many people and maybe there'll be some better selections. We'll see. There's a Goodwill over there too, so I might go there. Hopefully I can get some good footage in the thrift stores. And then when I get home, I will do a haul, hopefully. The thrift stores have been a little bit dry recently, so we'll see what we find. So let's get going. I looked at these Soothe Feel shirts, but I couldn't really find any good comps on them. It looked like they're maybe from a different country. There were some Amazon ones from Brazil, so I thought I would just leave them behind. This Free People sweater looked nice, but you could definitely tell it's been sitting on a hanger for a long time. It has the hanger marks, and for $15, I just couldn't do it. Here's a look at the boutique section at Goodwill. This is where they put the stuff that they mark up. As you can tell, there really isn't anything that's too spectacular. These shoes caught my attention, but I believe that they're just a no-name brand. And I think they had these marked for $24.99. This dress, I had never heard of this brand before. Okay, so I did go to Goodwill. I dropped my bag off at Plato's. Apparently they are not doing any buys until 1 p.m., I think is what she said. And I dropped it off at 10:30. So I'm thinking I have quite a bit of time to kill. I'm probably gonna end up just going home. But I am by Target, so I thought I would swing in there and just see if they have their fall stuff out so we can kind of see, what some new trends are. That's one tip I have for you, is to go to just average stores like Walmart, Target. They will have, obviously they're going to be cheaper versions, but the most fast fashion, quick trends that will be out will definitely be shown in those stores. So you kind of have an idea of what to be looking for style-based pickups. So let's go to Target. Okay, so I am back home now. I think the last time I talked to you, I went to Target maybe. So at Target, I wasn't really going to buy anything. I was just kind of seeing if they had any fall stuff out. It is very, it gives me flashbacks, I'll say that much, for just different times in my life of what is currently available or what is currently in style. After that, I went to Savers. It was extremely busy, so I didn't really get a chance to take my phone out, just because everywhere I went there was always people by me, so I just kind of shopped what I needed to and got out of there. And then I went to the bins. I wasn't planning on doing it. I'm happy that I did. I got some really good stuff, so I thought I would do a quick haul of everything that I got. Plato's did get done earlier than expected. Originally, they had said, you know, they weren't going to start doing it until 1, and potentially they wouldn't be ready until like 5 or 6, which I'm happy that didn't happen. But of course, it was like I was almost home and then I got the text message. So I wouldn't pick that up. I got $74 for 16 items. I don't get itemized receipts. Just off the top of my head, they took almost all the shoes that I gave them. I think that helped. It was a pair of Lulu's, like wedged heels. What else was in there? A pair of loafers, like a pair of off-brand Crocs, some jeans they took, a lot of Shein stuff. I did put a lot of like outerwear, like heavier, not jackets so much, but like heavier sweatshirts, zip-ups. They took all of that, so they're definitely looking for those type of items. So I got $74 there, which was great. But now we will get into what I got. So the first Goodwill I went to was a little rough. Everything I looked at for clothes-wise, there was just nothing that even I considered getting. I do have a bunch of coupons for their Goodwill, but you have to spend $20, and I couldn't find anything even to use it on. So this one, I spent $13 on 3 items. These are all hard goods. So first up, I didn't open these, but they feel to be like full, so I'm assuming they're new. If not, on Mercari you can sell opened or used like lotions, hair products, stuff like that. I've never heard of this brand before. It's, I think, Lange, Lange. I might not be saying that correctly, but it has a cool toning conditioner, let's see, 3 of those, all in like a purple. So if you've ever had highlights in your life or are a blonde, using purple shampoo or toning can get the brassiness out. Then there's also a cool toning, same color in the shampoo, and then a refresh mint conditioner, and that is like this teal. So I don't know if it's like, if it is teal. I guess we could take a look. But anyways, this was $5.99, so I figured there was 5 in here, so it was about $1 a piece. So this one here is new, so I'm not going to open that. I'll have to look and see online what, like if this means anything. It could be that color. I'm not sure. Let's look at the other ones. Okay, so for the other, 4 that were like that toning, 3 of them were empty, or not empty. 3 of them were still sealed. This is the only one, as you can see, that's opened. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this one yet. I don't know. I have to see how much these are worth. I saw a couple of them where it was like 2 that people were selling for about $20. So I felt pretty confident getting 5 of them for $5.99. Now the next one, you guys are going to be like, what are you even doing? So I've been following this, or watching another YouTuber. I will put her information here. She is more of like an estate type person. She does a lot of vintage things. She's been doing it for a really long time. So it's gotten me into looking at new things in the thrift store that I normally don't. And I think that, you know, is doing well for me because not everybody, you know, is looking for it. Everyone is looking for Lululemon. Everybody's looking for, you know, all the clothing brands that everyone knows. So this, what kind of like made me look at this, as you can see, most people would probably be like, oh, crayons and pencils, big deal. So I've been looking at the date on a lot of these things, and you'd be really surprised on what you can get for vintage, like notebooks, paper, pens, pencils, just any of that stuff. So I didn't open it because I didn't want to be that person like opening all these bags, but these colored pencils, which I'll open now. Anyway, they were both $2.99 a piece. These are all still new. You can see the tips in there. And these are, is this the same one? Colorific, 12 colored pencils. I think some of these might be a little bit different. Yeah, this one might be different because this has Spy Kids 2 on it. There's a tattoo inside. This is from 2002. These are the ones, I'll put the comps that I saw on eBay. These are from 2000. So I have one of these, let's see. Okay, so I have 5 of these. They're kind of falling out of the package. I need to deal with that a little bit because the boxes are a little bit bent. And then one with the Spy Kids 2, which that one I didn't even look up the comps. Like I said, I'll have them on the screen somewhere. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and then the Sky Kids. So this will be good here. These I couldn't find anything on like the very quick look that I did, but they are Papermate American Pencils number 2, and they are from 2001. I do have 3 packs of those. This one is a little bit damaged, but we'll see what that looks like. And then these crayons I didn't even really look at just because I don't imagine these to be anything. I'm not seeing a date on them. They're just Penway Kids. So if anything, if these are nothing, I'll just donate these to that kid's place. After that, I went to Savers. It took a really long time to find anything. And I was just getting really discouraged and thinking, of course, every time I want to film going somewhere, like I never find anything. But I ended up paying, let's see, I had 30% off all women's clothing, and I paid $19.54 for 3 items. So I found like some things, and I was like, I don't know if I really need this. So I was being pretty picky. This Zara skirt, also at Savers, for whatever reason, normally you just have horrible reception, but I can at least get the internet to work like in certain areas of the store. I couldn't get it to work like at all. So I had to just kind of go off of what I was hoping was going to be good. Zara, I normally do not pick up, but this is extra large. It is new with tags, and it's like this cream, I don't even know what you'd want to call this, like a full skirt, kind of an A-line-ish type skirt. And it's textured, so it has a lot going for it. And then this one too, since I couldn't look up comps, I had to just kind of go off my gut. Sundance, I normally do, fairly well with. I can get pretty decent payouts on ThredUp too. This is a size of medium. Nothing too exciting about this, but it is very coastal, casual. This could be, you could use keywords like resort, cruise, that kind of stuff for this. Then it seemed like I was wandering around forever, about ready to leave, and I thought I'm just going to check out like the sweatshirt area or like the loungewear. And I'm very glad I did. I'm assuming this just got put out. My friend Michelle must have been giving me some Swiftie vibes. I will put her information here and in the description. Go check out her channel if you like artsy stuff. She also does reselling. But I found a nice Taylor Swift Eras Tour hoodie. And it has the front and the back. I think the dates are on the back. Yeah. Or no. Yeah. The dates are on the back, along with her titles of her albums, and it is branded Taylor Swift The Eras Tour, size medium. I'll have to make sure that this is authentic. I'm sure there's a lot of fakes out there, but I mean, everything seems to be okay. It feels really nice, heavyweight. It does have The Eras Tour on the side. I think that's what that says. Yeah. And it looks to be a little bit big. So originally I thought about keeping it, but I do not need this. As much as I have become a Swiftie in the last, 6 months or so, I never really had an opinion on Taylor Swift, and now I'm pretty pumped about her. So now to the bins. Okay, so I spent $35 there, and let's see, 18.4 pounds, that's $1.79. They break it up into like 5 different amounts. I don't quite remember exactly what the increments are. I haven't sorted things out, what I'm giving to Platos or keeping or anything like that, so I will put my average cost of goods here while I'm editing. The bin started out pretty rough too, where I was like, I'm not gonna find anything. So this one was the first thing I picked up. It's Rachel Zoe. I've been doing pretty well with her for linen items. This is really lightweight, so I figured it would be okay. Not gonna get much for this, but it does fit a lot of the keywords that I like to use: coastal, vacation, beachy. This was a style pickup. It's just the brand Michael Austin Rugged. I don't think that means anything. It is a novelty print button-up shirt, men's, with all of these fishing lures and fishing rods. So I think this will do well maybe on Depop. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but I do pretty well with like these quirky cartoon type things. I believe that's Sanrio, which is Hello Kitty. It's Cinnamoroll? I'm not exactly sure. It has a cute graphic on it. Once again, not going to get a bunch of money, but graphic t-shirts like this I do pretty well with. I didn't look up comps for these. They are from spring 2023, so just last year. They're Gap, size 30, petite, kick fit, high rise. No distressing or anything, so that's nice. They're cropped, a little bit of a flare on these. Gap jeans are kind of hit or miss for me, but I think the style will be okay. This was really fun. I can't wait to look up comps. I didn't look up comps for anything because I needed to get out of there. This I think is vintage. It doesn't have a date on it from what I can tell, but the tag is old. This is an older Gap tag, 100% silk, and then it has like all of these, I don't even know what you want to call it. I was going to say license plates, but that's not what that is. It's like postcards maybe? And then it has this really cute, like, thin little lace here at the bottom. I think this is going to do well. This is going to Platos. This is new at tags that Rowan, or what is it? Romwe? I'm not exactly sure. They're into this kind of weird stuff like this where it's cropped and big bell sleeves. So we'll see if they'll take that. This is another one for Platos. They take a lot of Shein. I find a lot of it. This is a bigger size, extra large. It's a nice tan color, cropped, long sleeve. They're looking for fall stuff. Here's another one going there. What is this brand? Field and Forest Outfitters. That doesn't really mean much to me. This looks like to be almost brand new. A guy's flannel. It's a little bit heavier, so I think that will do well there. It's a cool colorway. I would sell this on my own if they don't take it. There's another one. This one I don't know if they're going to, but I'll just send it to ThreadUp if they don't. It's Candies, which is Kohl's, an extra large, but it's smocked. It has kind of that like romantic look with the sleeves and a little bit of a kind of flutter there at the bottom, but I don't know. I don't know if they're going to take that. We'll see. This I'm going to sell on my own. Everybody knows Old Navy is like my favorite brand. Let's see. This is a 3X tall men's new with tags polo in like a, I don't know, like a lavender gray almost. Just the size on this alone I think should do well. These I'm going to try at Plato's first. If they don't take it, I'm going to donate them to that kids place I went to this morning. They're always looking for like athletic wear for men or young adult boys pants. So these are just Russell size extra large, new with tags. I need to roll them. They're just black pull-on like sweatpants essentially. This I will sell on my own. Not gonna make a bunch of money. I thought it was gonna be the Mountain, but it is just Delta Pro weight tag. But these normally do pretty well, even though we're kind of past the 4th of July and stuff. These I was surprised that they were there. I didn't look it up. Normally I do look up Cabby because it's pretty easy, but like I said, I was just trying to get out of there. These are kind of cool. They're like that splatter tie-dye. They do have a rolled cuff, like a pull-on. They appear to be cropped and like tapered. I don't know. Maybe they're a little weird for Cabby, but I thought they were pretty cool. They look to be in excellent condition. I thought about keeping this myself. I saw this at the beginning, and I was like, okay, what's this? Didn't know what it was. It's in Oklahoma. And then I saw the back, and the back has a bunch of cool bands on it. So there is Chevelle, Atreyu, Limp Bizkit, Bush, Theory of a Dead Man, Pantera, Rob Zombie, Corey Taylor. I mean, the list goes on. Which I'm surprised somebody just donated this, because they would have just went here last year, and I'm sure this shirt was probably expensive there. But regardless, I think someone will enjoy this. These I'm going to try at Plato's too. If they don't take them, I'll send them to that place. Just another pair of, these are No Boundaries. Just a pair of pull-on men's athletic like sweatpants. J. Jill, I have been a little bit more lenient on what I'm picking up. I'm just making sure to price it accordingly. This is just a large, but it does have some cool details here on the front. That little section there that's, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's almost like a lattice detail in there. All over print, really flowy. It's always exciting to me when I see, because these tags are from the store, and on Mondays when I go, it's 80% off the color, and then they pull all of that and it goes to these bins. So this shirt, I was like, I'm gonna pay like even 80% of $12.98. So I thought I'll wait and maybe I'll find it at the bins, and I did. So it is White House Black Market, a small size 2. I don't have high hopes for this, but it is kind of cool with this accordion pleating. It does have these little pearl buttons. And once again, if this doesn't go after a while, I will send that to ThredUp. This shirt I'm going to put in one of my live shows. I'm trying to collect as much Disney as I can to have a Disney show. This is just a Disney branded shirt. What are we? Large. Just a Little Mermaid graphic t-shirt. Here's another J. Jill. This is also a size large. This is linen and cotton, but it's also like a like open knit, or I don't know what you want to call that. It's like a little bit looser of a knit top. Originally, I couldn't tell if it looked dingy or not, so I am going to throw it in the washing machine and just see. I think it's more of like an ivory, and that's why it looks a little bit like that. These are actually for my mom. She recently got into leggings like a couple years ago, so I thought maybe she would like these. They're just from, what are they? They're just from Costco. They're that Members Mark, but they're so soft, and they're more of like a on-the-go pants, I guess you could say. So maybe she could try these out, because sometimes she doesn't want to wear, like, she just has to run to the grocery store or something. Leggings, these are a little bit more modest, I guess, if you will. This needs a little bit of cleaning, but it is Maxima from Wilson's 100% leather. Leather jackets are always in. Cropped, I hear, is pretty in for this upcoming fall. So this is a cropped leather jacket. Appears to be more of like a, not like skin tight, but more of a form-fitting. Size of medium. I think this will do well. It's not super heavy or bulky, which is nice. So there's one dress that either fell out of my cart, fell out of my bag, or somewhere in my car, I think. I don't know where it is, so hopefully it's somewhere and that I didn't pay for it and like dropped it in the parking lot. But anyway, I got this one too. I'm probably going to be kicking myself for getting this. I always get so excited when it comes to getting these gowns, and then when I have to list it, I'm just like, ugh. So it's just the brand Be Darling. Size 9-10. I'm not sure where that's from. I would assume like Macy's or something. So this is the reason I got it. I did find a stock photo. I wanted to make sure I could do that. And it's this like emerald green kind of. Stay with me on this. So it fits here, you know, through the waist. And then it trumpets out here at the bottom, kind of like a mermaid, right? The back has this long thing that you tie into this really cute bow. So I thought, if anything, someone might use this as a costume to be a mermaid. So that's why I'm always looking for like other ways that I can advertise the items that I have. I mean, this would be a really pretty prom dress too, or, you know, like whatever you need, or formal, or whichever, you know, thing you're going to. So we'll see about this. We'll see how long it sits on my rack for me to list it. So I did just run out to my car really quick and just make sure that that dress wasn't out there, and it's not. So I don't know what happened to it. I'm about 100% sure it was in my bag, in my cart, when I went to go pay. And I know it wouldn't have been in the cart because a guy took my cart once I was done and put it away for me. So it might have fell out when I was like walking to my car. I feel like I would notice that. I don't know. So now I have a bunch of work to do. I need to process all of this, and I think tomorrow will probably be a big cleaning, steaming, listing day, which is fine because I definitely need to get that done. So if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!